Hello students, I am Dr. Ravi Khare, Professor of Chemistry, Babu Banarsi Das Engineering College, Lucknow. My college code is 508. Today I will discuss electrochemistry of subject Engineering Chemistry for BTech first year students. Now today's my content of my lecture: derivation of Nast equation, relation of EMF with delta H, delta G, delta S. These are thermodynamic functions and few numerical problems. Now we have studied Nast equation. We know Nast equation. Nast equation is defined by capital E, that is electrode potential, is equal to E naught standard electrode potential minus 2.303 R T upon N F log of K, where E 0 is standard electrode potential, R is gas constant, T is Kelvin temperature, N is number of electrons transferred in the half cell reaction, F Faraday of electricity, K equilibrium constant for the half cell reaction as in equilibrium. This equation is used for the determination of electrode potential, gas free energy at various temperature and various pressures. We also can calculate equilibrium constant of reactants by the use of concentration of reactant involved. Now its derivation. Generally you can calculate the value of K by the use of molecular concentration, molar concentration or active masses. But here in the case of electrolytes, we directly cannot use molar concentration or molecular concentration. Here we use molar concentration is very difficult. Generally we use molar concentration in case of calculation of equilibrium constant. Molar concentration, can you define? Do you know? Molar concentration means 1 gram substance present in unit liter of volume. It is denoted by or it is mentioned by in capital brackets. You have learnt in law of chemical equilibrium. Now, but in the case of electrolytes, we directly cannot use molar concentrations. Why? But in case of electrolyte solution, activity and molar concentrations are not the same due to interionic attractions between ions. This is very important. Why we cannot use molar concentration for the determination of Nast equation? Because in the case of electrolyte, activity and molar concentration are not the same. Why it is not same? Because of interionic attraction between ions. For these cases, for case of electrolyte, activity is used in place of molar concentration. The activity of a substance in its standard state must be equal to unity and it is denoted by small a. This is the concept of activity which is we are using for the derivation of Nast equation. Now, derivation of Nast equation. Derivation of Nast equation. Consider a general reaction M is equal to M plus E. E is electrons. Now, n number of electrons are releasing by M metal, therefore, M to the power n plus. This is general concept. M is solid. Now, M ions are in aqueous form. This is general reaction, general half cell reaction or you can a general reaction. The decrease in free energy in thermodynamics, decrease in free energy means minus delta G. Decrease in free energy means minus delta G. In thermodynamics, minus delta G is given by delta G 0, that is standard free energy change plus RT of natural log of K, K is equilibrium constant. So, the decrease in free energy in thermodynamics given by minus delta G is equal to delta G 0 R T and natural log of K. Say equation number 1, where K is equilibrium constant for half cell reaction, and the putting the value of K in equation number 1, how will you get the value of K? You will get the value of K from this equation. Suppose you are having a reaction A plus B is equal to C plus D, then you can write K is equal to active mass of C, active mass of D upon active mass of A and active mass of B. On same pattern, we can determine K, the value of K for this equation. Now, the putting the value of K in this equation, we get minus delta G is equal to delta G 0 plus R T natural log of A activity of product upon activity of reactant. We have written molar concentrations term, K is equal to C plus D A B. This term can be replaced by activity A and this is replaced by activity of reactant, activity of product. Now, where delta G 0 is free energy change in its standard state. Standard state means when pressure is 1 atmosphere and temperature is 25 degree Celsius or 298 K. Since delta G is equal to minus NEF, delta G is minus NEF, where F is Faraday of electricity and N is number of electrons transferred in half cell reaction. Putting the value of delta G and delta G 0 in equation number 2, we get this minus delta G, put the value of delta G, NEF 0 E 0 R T natural log of activity of product, activity of reactant, you will get equation number 2. Now, this equation divide all the substances or the species by NF, you divide by NF, you will get this reaction E is equal to E 0 minus R T upon NF natural log of A of product, A of reactant means activity of product, activity of reactant. So, this is equation number 2b, you say 2b. Now, here you are using natural log, you have to convert natural log to log of base 10. What will you do? You have to multiply by 2.303 to convert base of log E to base of log base 10. So, when you multiply it by 2.303, you will get log 10 at base 10. This equation number 2c. Equation number 2c, you can also write equation in this form. This is just simple form of this form. E is equal to E 0 minus 2.303 R T upon NF log of activity of product upon activity of reactant. So, you can simplify the equation in this form. Now, for very dilute solution, I have discussed you, I have told you we use activity in place of molar concentrations for electrolyte solutions. If electrolyte is very dilute solution, very dilute, then in that case activity can be replaced by molar concentrations. Remember, when electrolyte is very dilute, very dilute, in that case we can consider activity just equal to the molar concentrations. So, for very dilute solution, activity may be replaced by molar concentration term. Therefore, equation 2 may be convert as in this form: E is equal to E 0 minus 2.303 R T upon NF log of concentration of metallic ion concentration, log of upon metals concentration, active mass of metals. Okay. Now, this is aqueous form, ionic form, it is present in aqueous solution. This is metal, and you know that the concentration of or active mass of or molecular concentration of substance present in solid form is always taken as unity. Now, the putting the value of T is equal to 298 K 25 degree Celsius, when F is equal to 96500 coulomb and R is 8.313, you will get this equation. You put the value 2.303, R is 8.313, T is 298 K 298 and F is 96500 coulombs. When you simplify, you will get 0.0591, N is there. So, this equation can be reduced in this form, and we have discussed when the substance present in their solid state, then their molar concentration or molecular concentration is taken as unit. Therefore, this equation reduced in this form, E is equal to E 0 minus 0.0591 upon N log of metal ion concentration. This equation is called as Nernst equation. This is the equation, this is the desired equation which we are driving. This equation is known as Nernst equation. This is called Nernst equation. Okay. Now, relation of EMF with thermodynamic functions. Thermodynamic functions, here we will discuss only delta H, delta G and delta S. Delta H is enthalpy change, delta G is free energy change, while delta S is entropy change. We have to discuss the various thermodynamic functions with EMF. Now, the electrical energy produced by a galvanic cell is given by the product of its EMF and the quantity of electricity which passes through it. Therefore, net electrical work done is equal to Q into E. What is Q? Q is quantity of electricity in coulombs and E is capital E is EMF in volts. It is in volts, it is in coulomb. Therefore, 1 volt and 1 coulomb is 1 joule, unit of work done. As per Faraday's law, Q is equal to NF. Q is equal to NF. Q, what is Q? Quantity of electricity produced is given by Q is equal to NF. Therefore, net electrical work done. Put the value of Q here. You will get net electrical work done is equal to NFE. Since electrical energy of a reversible cell is always, since the electrical energy of a reversible cell is given by the free energy decrease, which means you have to represent delta G in form of minus delta G of the reaction occurring in the cell. Therefore, minus delta G is equal to NEF, or you can write delta G is equal to minus NEF. If the reaction, when all the substances involved are in their standard state, that is 1 atmospheric pressure and 25 degree Celsius, then you can write delta G 0 is standard decrease in free energy is equal to minus N E 0 F. This is very important reaction. This reaction governs this. When delta G is equal to negative value or delta E is equal to positive, then the reaction is spontaneous, means reaction is feasible, means reaction will take place. When delta G is positive or delta E is negative, then the reaction is non-spontaneous, means reaction is non feasible, reaction will not take place. When the both values are 0, then it implies that reaction is at equilibrium. Now, to the law of thermodynamics, the enthalpy of the reaction is given by delta H equal to delta G plus T into delta S. Delta H enthalpy change, free energy change, absolute temperature, entropy change. According to Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, very important equation, this is the equation, this is Helmholtz equation, minus delta G is equal to minus delta H minus T times partial differentiation of delta G upon partial differentiation of temperature at constant pressure, where minus delta H is the decrease in enthalpy. Putting the value of minus delta G from equation number 1, you will get this. You can solve this. You put the value, you will get this. This is equation number 4. Minus delta G is equal to minus delta H T times N F T A. Since N F are constant, so it can be keep it out. Minus delta is equal to minus delta H N F T partial differentiation of E, partial differentiation of temperature at constant pressure. You will get this relation. This here, this parameter is called temperature coefficient, that is delta E upon delta del E upon del T at constant pressure is called temperature coefficient of the cell. This tells you, equation 5 shows that the electrical energy depends upon the temperature coefficient of the EMF of the cell. Okay. This is very important point. This is reasoning question can be asked from this point. Equation 5a shows that the electrical energy depends upon the temperature coefficient of the EMF of the cell. This is the reason. Now, again using equation number 5, you are having this delta H is equal to this, delta G is equal to this. Comparing equation 5 and 6, equation 5 is this, equation 6 is this, you will get delta S. Delta S is change in entropy. So, delta S is equal to N F into del E upon del T at the constant pressure. This equation is used to calculate entropy change of the cell. Now, we will use this concept for solving various numerical problems. One numerical is here. Question is, for Western cell EMF is 1.018 volt at 293 degree K, 293 K absolute temperature. Its temperature coefficient minus 4.00, 10 raised to the power minus 5. Calculate delta G, delta S and delta H. For the reaction of the cell, you have to calculate thermodynamic functions, delta G change in free energy, delta S change in entropy, delta H change in enthalpy. You are given EMF of the cell at 293 K, you are given the value of temperature coefficient, and for Western cell N has 2, N की वैल्यू 2 होती है इसमें, N has 2. Now, solution, we know that we just studied that delta G is equal to minus N E F, N is 2, E is 1.018 volt and F is 96500 coulombs. Put the value in this equation, you will get the answer. This is first answer, delta G. You put the value in that formula, you will get the answer. Now, delta S is N F multiplied by del E upon del T at constant pressure. This is temperature coefficient. Here you are having N is equal to 2, F is equal to 96500 and this value is given. Putting these values in this equation, you will get minus 7.72 joule per K. This is the desired answer. Now, you have calculated delta G, you have calculated delta S. Now, delta H. Delta H is change in enthalpy. How will calculate? Delta G, H is equal to delta G plus T into N into F into del E upon del T at constant pressure. All values are given to you. N is delta G is equal to minus NEF, N is 2, E is equal to 1.018 volt, F is 96500 coulomb, T is 293 K, N is 2, F is 96500 and this value already given. Put the value in this formula, you will and simplify, you will get the answer. This is the desired answer. Next question. Calculate the cell potential of the following electrochemical cell at 25 degrees Celsius. This is very important question because some concept is there. Generally, you use chemical equation, molar concentrations, active masses, activity in order to determine the electrode potential or cell potential. So, you have to write here cell potential, half cell reactions and electrode potential, determination of electrode potential. Now, at the anode, copper is releasing electrons. Copper has tendency to lose 2 electrons, then copper becomes plus plus and 2 electrons are releasing. Hydrogen ion is getting 2 electron and becoming hydrogen gas. Okay. In this cell, copper is combined with the standard hydrogen electrode. This is standard hydrogen electrode. The concentration of copper ion is given, the concentration of hydrogen ion is given. This is standard hydrogen electrode. You have studied that the value of standard hydrogen electrode is 0, always taken as 0. At anode, this reaction is taking place. At cathode, this reaction is taking place. Overall cell reaction is this: copper plus 2 H ions is equal to copper plus 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 H2 gas. The cell potential of the cell is given by E is equal to E0 minus 0.591 upon n log of this. Now, you see here in case of active mass of hydrogen, we have used partial pressure of hydrogen. Here you are given partial pressure of hydrogen, but we have taken partial pressure of hydrogen in place of molecular concentration of hydrogen. Putting this value, you will get this. This is the desired answer. Now, question is why we have taken this? Why have taken partial pressure of hydrogen in place of molecular concentration of hydrogen? See here, we know that PV is equal to nRT. We can write this equation in this form: N upon V into RT. P is partial pressure, N is number of moles, V is volume in liters, R into T. This quantity, what is this? This is concentration in moles per liter. Therefore, partial pressure can be equal to concentration in RT. R is constant, gas constant, T is constant. Therefore, R and T are constant. Therefore, partial pressure is directly proportional to concentration. That is why we have taken the value of partial pressure in place of molecular concentration or active mass of hydrogen. This is the reason. Now, take one more question. Predict which of the following reactions will be spontaneous with the help of standard electrode potential or not. You are given 2 reactions, Fe plus twice H ions is equal to Fe plus 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 H2, and second reaction is copper plus 2 H ion is equal to copper plus H2. Now, consider first reaction, Fe plus 2H plus is equal to Fe plus H2. E0 is equal to E cathode minus E anode. Here we have taken standard hydroelectrode, therefore, E cathode is 0 and this value is given minus 0.44. When you use this formula, you determine plus 0.44 volt. So, for this reaction you are getting standard electrode potential is plus 0.44 volt. This is positive value. The standard cell potential is positive and hence reaction is spontaneous. Reaction is spontaneous means reaction is feasible. Reaction is feasible means reaction will take place. Now, consider second reaction, copper plus 2H ions is equal to copper ions plus H2. Calculate the potential, standard electrode potential. This is 0, standard electrode potential of hydrogen ion, hydrogen electrode. It is given to you E0 cathode minus E0 anode. This value is 0, this value is plus 0.34 volt. When you will putting the value in this equation, you will get minus 0.34 volt. Negative value is there. Since the standard cell potential is negative and hence reaction is not spontaneous, therefore, or that is it is not feasible, which means this reaction will not take place because the standard cell potential is 0. Okay. Now, you practice these questions through your books, whatever you have resources you are available. So, if you are having any problem, you can contact on my email. Thank you.